Stop scrolling, stop scrolling, stop scrolling.
Because you are now on the Handicap and Chill podcast. And yes, we're back, people. We're back. It's been like a couple weeks, couple months. But no, more like a couple weeks. But we got a special guest today. You know what I mean? Like, told you guys we were going to start bringing guests to the show. And I've talked to this person, off and on for a while. She calls me bro. I call her what I say, what's up, sis, or whatever. She's actually very, very interesting. And she's been on a couple other podcasts, telling her story. So today, we got her telling her story. We got Rebecca, aka Becca. I don't want to mess up your last name. Is it Engle?
Hmm?
Okay, Becca Engle. She's gonna tell us her story and everything. So we're we're gonna just start this off kind of basic because we don't want you to get too feel like you're nervous or anything. So are you a teacher?
Yes.
Okay, so you're a teacher. So what grades do you teach? What what kind of teaching do you do?
So I'm a special education teacher. I teach third, fourth, and fifth grade resource and co-teach inclusion. So I go into gen ed classes and modified curriculum for those with disabilities.
Word. How long have you been doing that?
This is my first year, so 2 weeks.
Oh,
So is it nerve wracking? How do you like it so far?
I absolutely love it. I love the kids. The kids love me, and that's all I can ask for.
what
Words.
would you say your number one challenge is in the first 2 weeks?
I think really it's making sure that every kid is getting their proper accommodations and learning each kid and making sure that I'm giving them everything that they need just because I'm learning about 30 kids at a time, and it's a lot of kids to learn about because not only am I learning their names, but I'm also learning how I have to modify things for 30 different people.
Right.
So okay, so like I wanna do this because I like you're my friend on Facebook and like I see a lot of your work. You know what I mean? 'Cause I see a lot of your posts. I don't comment on them, but I see a lot of your posts. You get into a lot of things. Like you have a very for the way it looks, you have a very like long resume of things that you're able to do. So can you tell us some things that you do like as far as school or outside of school? Because like I looked at your post and I'm like, dang, she does a lot. so
Yeah,
so what is
so I'm a teacher. I am a artist, specifically in fiber arts, which means knitting. I
Okay.
sew, anything like that. I'm also a poet. I've published multiple pieces. I am on Amazon. I'm writing my first children's book. I'm on the board for three national nonprofits. I'm a volunteer for a total of 11 nonprofits. I am a grad student and the secretary for the Education Graduate Student Organization. Uh, Very active in my community with volunteer work, kind of jump in when people need me. And I also own two businesses and I am a special education tutor. So when I get off work, a lot of the time I'm going and tutoring kids with special needs.
wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, busy, 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 doing a lot of great work. Definitely, case.
So here's the
Thank
thing.
you.
I have a lot of questions. Okay, so all right. So look, so does that mean that you like crochet and all that? Like, do you crochet too?
I do not crochet.
Okay. I'm about to be like, how old are you? Like, cause I know like older people crochet. Like, when I used to like when I was in elementary school, it was this old lady that used to crochet all the time. She taught me how to do it. I sucked at it, so I was just trying to. So you do a lot of things in school. Do you do a lot of things for your community? Like, well, all that's said and done, okay. Like, what are some things that you do outside of it? Do you like go to the movies? What do you do fun? I mean, I know what you're doing as far as the community and school is fun, but do you ever have like when you have downtime? What are some things that you like to do?
Um, Really, I mean, when I have a fun time, I am knitting. More knitting for me than I am orders.
Okay.
um, I spend a lot of time. Sorry, I have an itch in my throat.
School?
I spend a lot of time with my boyfriend when we do have that time together. Um, and where we hang out, we see historical things, cool things like that. Just spend time enjoying each other. We're long distance, so
Oh,
So
so you're in a long distance relationship. I like that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead, my guy. I didn't mean to cut you off, dog. Go ahead.
now go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna ask you with the poetry, like what's your favorite topic to write about, or yeah, what do you usually like to write about?
I read a lot about neurodivergence. I'm on the autism spectrum, so a lot of focus on that. I love writing about anything to do with the brain, psychology, mental health, um, and funny. I have an itch in my throat.
It's
No
cool. You, you
problem.
you got that. You got that back to school cold coming. That back to school
Oh
cold.
man.
It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. We all get sick.
Mhm.
Oh, I think you put yourself on mute. You gotta push the mute. You might have put yourself on mute. Oh
Yeah.
no, you're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. All right. So you said you do a lot of things
Okay,
about
now I'm good now.
autism.
Um, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Mostly.
Well, did you mind giving us a little sample of your poetry if you could?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I can. I have pieces online. So um one of my pieces is about fighting, not getting the proper help.
Right.
So this one is, they said I'd burn, but I got my fire, defying the limits of their uninspired mire. Tales of a perfect life, a distant elusive dream. Yet here I stand, my reality upstream, solving my Rubik's with time each turn a surprise. The colors align in ways they couldn't visualize. A mosaic of Trump for far beyond their design, a life that's unfolding uniquely mine. Now a grad student, my ambitions taking flight. In a happy relationship, my heart's alight. 21 and stepping into my first role, the future is a canvas for my ego soul. Looking ahead, I see a path of my own making, a journey of dreams for the taking. Years stretch before me, a vast open sea. Every wave whispers, this is meant to be. So let them talk of flames of battles lost and won. I'm the architect of life that's only just begun. Conquering dreams with each dawn I rise, for the future is mine, a boundless prize.
Nice,
That's
nice.
nice.
I
Okay.
like that.
So I got a little story. See, I used to do poetry too, but I used to do poetry to get the females. It worked sometimes, and it didn't work all the time. But that's what I did to get the females. So I got a special place for poetry. Now, now, when I looked at your Facebook, like you really like speak for like for the disabled and for the people. I feel like you speak for the people who really can't speak for themselves. Like you really speak, like you say things like like having autism is okay, like it's cool. Like I watch a lot of your posts. So, what made you want to be a teacher and speak so loudly about disabilities and stuff like that?
Most of it was not having anyone but my mom really speak for me. A lot of teachers didn't speak for me. Um, and after fifth grade, I got off my IEP because academically I was successful. I still needed accommodations probably, but they were like, "Well, she's passing things by," you know.
Hmm.
Right,
Hmm.
And
right.
so, like, they kind of were like, good luck in life," you know. And I didn't get the support I needed because simply I had A's, and it was kind of like, well, there's still like my disability's still there. Like your disability doesn't disappear, you know, when you get good grades in school. Um, and so I wanted to kind of be that advocate that those disabilities are still valid no matter how you do in school, and that extra hand will always be there. Um, And I don't want it to look almost like a bad thing. I feel like a lot of kids, they get pulled into a resource classroom or a classroom for the extras, a help, and they immediately get the assumption in their head that the reason they're there is because they're a failure. You know what I mean? And
Right.
Mhm.
especially in the teaching that I do, I'm a resource teacher. So a lot of it is, that extra support, and every kid around them is like I had a little girl who was like, and this was not recent, this was during my field time, but she was like, can I fail so that I can have extra help? Like, because I want that extra attention. And
Wow.
Wow.
didn't realize that I was working with those kids because they didn't, it's not that they failed, it's that they're genuinely struggling in their academics. You know what I mean? And so they could have had A's, but they were struggling on how to comprehend it, or different things like that, or taking it all in at once. And so I guess, my educational experiences and the educational experience I've seen for others kind of pushed me into the career that I chose.
Right. Having an IEP is not bad, people. Like, okay, let's be completely honest. I
Mhm.
was on an IEP. You know what I mean? Like, I think people look at the letters IEP, right? And they think, oh, well, that means there's something wrong with you, this, that, and the third. It just means you get extra help. And they try to find ways to accommodate you so you can be successful in your grade. You know what I mean? So like that that's not bad. Like
Yeah, I
so
know.
go ahead, bro.
Well, I was just saying, I know when I was in college, I had to like have extra time on tests and stuff like that. So that was one of my accommodations. But when people see you, sometimes they make their assumptions, and it's kind of like you got to prove yourself every time. But it kind of comes with the territory, so it's kind of sad. But you just kind of get used to it and keep on going, and just keep on accomplishing great things. So.
Wait, I'm confused. So they have IEPs in college? Cause like I didn't.
Nah, they don't call it an IEP when you're in college, but you're in like disability services. So
Yeah.
you work with disability services for certain accommodations you need while you're in college. So it might be longer time on tests or a note taker, stuff like that.
Word. Hey, let me ask you something. Becca, how old are you though? Like
I'm 21.
you're only 21,
Yeah.
Oh,
and you accomplished all this. You accomplished all this really quickly, huh?
that's great. I gotta stop procrastinating. Wow.
Yeah, like
You,
I look
you
at the stuff I look at the stuff she does. Like she has flyers. She has like little pictures and stuff. I saw a picture of her in a chair reading a book or something. I'm like, bro, she's out here accomplishing a lot, and I'm out
That's
here like
great.
I look at people like Becca, and I'm like, I'm not even doing enough. Like,
Yeah, that's great. You're
I'm like,
doing a lot of important things. Wow.
yeah, like I'm like, man, me and Michael got to get back on this handicap for children because we ain't even
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you. I'm gonna tell you, like you accomplished a lot. So you said that you have a disability yourself.
Hmm. Multiple.
Okay, what's some of your disabilities? Because I didn't know. Like you. I mean, we're all regular. Don't get it twisted. We're all regular, but I had no idea. So
Yeah.
like,
I'm permanently handicapped. I have plantar fascial fibromatosis, which is tumors in the foot. And it's an arc damage, so my arch in my foot is like bent backwards. I have scoliosis in my back. My back is 30 degrees to the right. My spinal cord leans into my left butt cheek, the right side of my spinal cord, so it's bent.
e-
And then my neck is 56 degrees more forward than it should be.
Mm.
oh
I
man,
have a hearing benign proximal vertigo, which is a form of vertigo in your brain and your ears that pretty much makes you dizzy or have dizzy spells, or you kind of feel like water's going through your ears at different points. I've had that since I was a baby. I've had various sorts of tumors in various other places. Um, I have ovarian issues. I mean, I
Did
create a
did
bone.
most of your disabilities develop early in life, or were they later? Or
A mix. Some of my stuff
okay,
was when I was younger, baby to age of 4, like the autism, benign proximal vertigo, speech apraxia, all of my stuff to do with my speech in my head was diagnosed young. Everything else has developed throughout my time in college. When I was in
okay.
college, I was diagnosed with the foot disability. My legs are 2 different heights. My scoliosis was actually diagnosed about 2 months ago.
Oh, so
Um,
one of your legs is shorter than the other?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
fire. That's actually kind of cool. Like, I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
one of my legs is like an inch shorter than the other one also.
Mhm.
Well,
2 inches.
and yeah, I have cerebral palsy, so it just, and I was born breech, so that's
Yeah,
how I'm
I got
affected.
cerebral palsy too. We both do. So
Yeah.
Okay.
In college, was it hard to make friends? Do you think people welcomed you, or what was your experience? High school or college or school in general?
Like which one was challenging for me, or was it all? Like, is that what you were questioning?
Was I was at like was it challenging to like have friends? Did people welcome you in their circle, or how was your social experience?
I think that um I did struggle friends wise. I didn't really have a lot of friends, peers. I think I would have a friend for like a few weeks and then they'd realize that I was you know, different, or I talked too much, or I was negative or something, and they would walk away. So I think that I did struggle with that. One of my biggest things that I've always struggled with is I tend to get along with older people.
Okay,
Um,
that's not a
so
bad
my
thing.
maturity level has always been higher than my peers, and so even my teachers used to comment on that. They would be like, "Well, she's always she only wants to talk to me. She doesn't want to talk to her classmates," which is true.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of how I was. So I was always the teacher's pet because I always became the teacher's best friend. But in terms
got
of trying,
A's though.
sometimes in college I did. In high school I almost failed out. Uh, but I was a very the teachers loved me. I was very nice to the teachers. The peers, not so much.
You said people might say you were negative, and from what we see today, you're very positive and doing amazing things. So, did it take you a while to have more of a optimistic outlook on life, or what was that process?
I would say that in 5th grade, it was like one of their bullying techniques to call me negative, and it kind of grew
Okay,
over the years. I would still say a lot of people think I'm negative, people who disagree with me and my worldview. In general, I'm not just talking politics, religion there. I'm literally talking about a worldview on, like, if the grass grows greener, it doesn't in the summer. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
it's very how I word things due to my disability are I'm very straightforward, right? Like if
Yeah,
I
very matter of fact.
Like, yeah, yeah, very logical about your.
I
Yeah.
say it, and I don't filter behind that. I can't add butterflies to it. I've never been able to do that. Um, so I think the people that understand that see me as a positive light, and the people who
Okay.
can't understand that see me as a negative person, and that's kind of just how it will be for the rest of my life.
So
Okay.
so here's the thing. Like, I don't think because people tell it like it is and very straightforward. I don't look at that as a disability. I look at that like I'm being real with you, bro. I'm not about to sit over here and sugarcoat nothing. Like, that's not a disability to me because I do that a lot.
Yeah, we're both kind of very
Straightforward.
outspoken, straightforward. So we don't look at that as a negative thing, but a lot of people do. But a lot of people are sensitive and they can't handle the truth. So we understand. We got your back.
Okay, so this is how the podcast works. Like I'm the one that's like off the leash, and I'm always saying something I probably shouldn't be saying, and he's always the one. Hey, yo, calm down, rude. This, that, and the third. So like
So,
every once in a while he'll get crazy though. I try to get him to get crazy because bring the
yeah,
views up. But
I try to be the voice of reason out of the two of us, but but yeah, it's
I
good
don't see a
balance.
reason. I don't see a reason to like sugarcoat stuff. Now, okay, so jeez, you do a lot. You've done a lot at 21, man. Like this is like I'm thrown and I'm flabbergasted because I didn't know you were 21, man. Like the way you talk on social media on Facebook, you talk like you're like 30.
But she said she's mature and
Yeah, you're very
so it makes
mature.
sense.
So like, so you say a lot of people don't really get along with your views. So what's some of your views? Like I'm interested now. Like how do you look at certain things?
I mean, um, I would need a specific thing because like people are so picky about what
Uh,
is said and what isn't.
all right.
But
So what's the one thing that like seems to get people worked up and bothered?
the fact that I'm an atheist, nobody
Okay.
likes that. Um, I
I mean, yeah, it could rub people the wrong way, but you're allowed to believe what you believe. I mean, it's not.
Right.
yeah
Exactly.
You know what I
yeah
mean? Like it could rub people the wrong way.
yeah.
I know people who are like that. And I'm just like okay, like what? Like I can't change how you feel, man. Like,
Yeah. At
but
the
Yeah,
end
that
of the
that's just
day,
to bother
man,
me.
long as go ahead, go ahead.
My bad, bro. My bad. We gotta stop doing that. See, that's how you know we haven't done a podcast in a while.
I mean, I mean, it happens, man.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was just saying, yeah, it's everybody has the right to be to whatever they want to believe and not believe. So that's why we in America and it's a free world and hey, everybody got their own point of view with it. I think it adds good diversity to life. Everybody, somebody, just because you don't believe what somebody else believes, they might say something where you're like, oh, I see that point of view, and it might make you look at something different. I used to didn't believe in aliens at one point in time, and now I do. So,
I still
you
don't. I
know,
don't believe in
I
aliens,
still,
bro. Like,
I still do. You don't believe in
nope.
aliens either? So y'all
Uh-uh.
think the whole universe we're the only species of breathing species is just Earth and that's it. It's nothing else out there on Saturn or anything.
nah. I mean,
Oh,
I just don't believe in no aliens. Like, I don't. That's weird. Like,
Yeah, I believe
okay.
that there's another species possibly on those lands, but I don't think it's aliens. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like
Okay.
aliens was the term created by us to describe people that aren't human.
that's
All right.
crazy.
I can
That's
see that.
crazy. That's crazy. So, all right, I'm
All
back on the poetry tip. Like, all right. So we got all the important stuff out the way. Now it's time to we joke around a lot on this podcast, so we gonna have some fun. All right. Now, I would never try to make you feel uncomfortable, but I want to ask you a few questions. Have you ever wrote a poem to get like a guy's attention? Like it's a dude that you like, and you wrote him a poem.
No.
Oh, I did that all through high school, yo. Like I didn't.
right.
I know, no, for real. Like I wasn't good like expressing my emotions like publicly like I am now. So I used to write it down. I used to like email, like when we had AOL. See, nah, but you're young though, damn. So
I
back
know
in the day,
that.
yeah. So we had like AOL, AIM, and all that joint. So like
Wow.
I used to email the girl a poem to show him how much I care about him. It didn't work a lot of the times, but it was a thought that counted.
Yeah.
I'll connect to that. When I was in the sixth grade, we had lockers, and this was 2015. And I was like, not to make you all feel old, but um, I got like one of those like notes in my locker, and the note said, "Roses are red, violets are blue. Will you go to the school dance with me? I think you're cute too," or something along those lines. And I was like, "Oh God." And I was the student council president, so I was in charge of planning those school dances. So I was like,
Whoa.
he
Uh,
like made this as a prank or like this guy's being legit, but I had no clue who it was. There was no name on it.
he was
And so then I recognized the
shy.
handwriting and literally used to put that note up to a bunch of guys' handwriting in my AIM class because which is like a study hall. And I was like, I'm gonna figure out who this note's from.
Did you
And
ever
so
figure out who it was?
I figured out. And then we ended up dating for like a year.
Oh, it worked.
That's what I'm
And
talking about.
It worked.
that summer, that summer though, that summer though, I get a text from one of our mutual friends. And she goes, "Hey, Becca, I really hate to tell you this, but your boyfriend got deported."
Oh, that's
That's
yep.
crazy. They
Just when you
deporting?
fell in love, got deported.
No, that's not even. We not gonna just speed past that. That's crazy. Like,
Uh,
yo, what?
we may
Oh,
not want to go too far why he got deported. Who knows?
well, I mean, I'm glad. Okay, now
So,
if we gonna be like breaking positive to a negative, like I thought she was like, yo, you may not want to hear this, but your boyfriend died. I thought that's what she was gonna say, but he got deported. So
he just got
you know,
deported. He's still
yeah,
alive.
I thought that's what she was about to say. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, oh
So,
no.
so since you're so like outspoken when you like text people, do you think they take it the wrong way? And you like, oh, I didn't even mean it like that, because sometimes when you text stuff, people they can't hear your tone or see your facial expressions and stuff like that.
I mean, I think that happens to me all the time. Um, I worked in politics before I like started teaching, and I'm going to school for like literally political education. Like I'm literally um like ed policy in
Okay.
government sectors. But I think that when I have those discussions, that's when it kind of breaks out into that World War III through text. Because I can't explain this much of a point in this much in a text. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the words just don't connect. But I also think like besides that, I feel like every time like I didn't realize that like people took offense to like okay or
Oh
Oh
like
no,
yeah, yeah.
it's the K. It's the K. Not the okay. The
yeah.
okay is cool.
My
It's the
dad has the
K.
tendency to text me and he'll be like, I'll tell him something and he'll respond is dot dot dot. And like it will be anything. Like it could be like I just won an award and he'll be like dot dot dot. And I'm like to me, like dot 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 means like I'm mad at you. Like I have nothing to say to that. You know what I'm
Or,
trying to
or
say?
Nah,
or you have more to say, or it's more to it. I think
yeah,
that's
like
how I take that.
so like I'm an avid texter because a lot of girls don't like to talk on the phone anymore. So like the dot is like okay, keep going. Like what? Like keep going. Tell me about
Like
the award or
uh,
whatever. Now if you say K, like me being who I am, like you tell me K, I'm instantly flip out because it's like yo, like I'm sitting there telling you how I feel, telling you this, telling you that, and all you saying is K. Like stop playing with me. Like I hate this.
the K to me just means you don't want to talk, or you're busy or something. So if they don't want to talk, like one word answers, I'm like you text somebody a paragraph and they give you a one word answer, you're like okay, they're not interested or they busy or they bothered now, so I just let them be. That's just how I take it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, yo, I got it. Okay, we ain't gonna. We're not gonna keep you. We're not gonna keep you here long because I know you got some other things you gotta do. But I just wanna. I wanna ask you two. I'm gonna say two names because you keep it real and you're straightforward. So and I saw some stuff on your Facebook. That's how I got all these questions. Uh, I'm gonna say this name and you tell me your immediate response. Okay,
Okay.
Camilla Harris.
That's my response. It's just no.
Wow. Okay, so why don't people like her? I gotta ask you, cause like I would think because you're a powerful woman that's making waves and doing things out here. You know what I'm saying? Like opening doors for people. I thought you would kind of support that. Support Camilla.
No.
I mean, I'm not
Um
mad if you don't. Like,
No, you're good. I don't like Trump either, so I'll just straight up like say that. Like I don't want your fan base or y'all to think like, oh, it's Kamala Trump for me. Like no, no, I don't like either of them. I hate both of them, and I hate both of them equally. So I'm a third party voter. But um I think that with Kamala, she's how do I say this in the best way possible?
Just say
I
it.
Yeah, she's not here, so
I I know, but the world's here. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's
I
cool.
feel
We ain't worried about the world. I got your back if somebody come for you.
like I feel like the that she doesn't have the knowledge and the ability to serve us properly. I think she is weak in her stances, and I think that what she did to the African American community was very wrong. She purposely locked up more people of color with no justification um, during her time as a prosecutor. Um,
some of that was
and
disproven, but I guess I'll go ahead. I won't.
and
Let her
I'm gonna let
go.
her cook. Go ahead.
She's cooking. Let her cook. She's cooking.
and I don't like that, and I think that the police system needs a lot of reform, and I think that Kamala talks out of two sides of her mouth. I think she is talking to the Democrats in order to look good, but I also think she has a lot of stances, with the police system that she keeps quiet and keeps low. And recently, in her newer stances, she's claiming that she's going to do things, but why didn't she do those things the last 4 years? Like,
Bro,
What?
don't make a claim that you're gonna do something when you're president if you didn't do it in the last 4 years. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna claim that I'm going to do something that's completely opposite of what I did for 4 years. I may say we haven't gotten to this yet, but there's views that she's claiming she has now that she had the complete opposite view of like a year ago. Like that doesn't or like did like a week ago. Like you don't flip completely as a person in a week. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it just doesn't
Right.
happen.
That that
So
that
So,
that that
so,
is true.
so for the flip side of it, now, what's your stance on Trump?
I think that he needs to put the phone down um and chill out and talk, you know, uh talk less. I think he has a lot of good things that he implemented. I'm against the red flag laws he tried to pass. He's very, very pro red flag law, and I'm not. I think that there was a lot of things like the COVID shutdowns and things that he was okay with during his presidency that hurt me and hurt many other people. And at the end of his presidency, he ended up harming the economy that way. So that's my stance on Trump.
So, as an independent voter, do you feel like it's a waste of vote? Because, like in America, they say third party, but they really only focus on two parties, and the third party kind of uh for is forgot about. So, you think is it something that we can do in our political system to where the third party will have a more of a equal shot at actually winning elections?
Uh-huh. I think if situations like this one keep happening, we will grow our third party system. I feel like a lot of people are in the same position I am, and they may just be voting for one of the better two, in their head when it comes down to these two. And I think it was the same when it came down to Biden and Trump. Um, but I think that time will answer that.
See, this
Okay.
is see. I like things like this. She kept it real. She kept it true. Okay, so but this is my thing. Like people don't like Kamala Harris because she arrested a lot of black people or prosecuted a lot of black people. She's a prosecutor. I feel like that's what she's supposed to do. Now now people look at it like, no, I'm not voting for you, bro, because you locked up a lot of African Americans. Okay, I get it. All right, I get it. But Donald Trump's no better. He's an
Mm-mm.
opportunist. So like I mean, we both do. Like it just is like, how do you wanna go? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's usually with politics. You usually picking the better of two evils because it's you're not gonna agree 100% or even 50% sometimes. So it's like, man, you want to be like
Mm-hmm.
$20 an hour, which isn't a lot, or no job. It's like it's no like win-win. So yeah, it's yeah, that's the system. Though. I think it's meant to kind of keep us divided and stuff, and keep the powers that be in power. So because if we all came together, it would be trouble. So I
so
don't think they want that. But
so
so
we
I
know you
mean,
got. Go ahead.
I don't know. I feel like if I was forced to choose between the two options at the end of the day, I put the economy before my social views. Because so I would vote for Trump. But I am voting for Chase Oliver, so because I have those third party options,
I don't even know who
I
the fuck
think
that is.
that um well, now you have someone to research.
Yeah.
He's a gay capitalist, so that's what's cool with me.
All right, I'll check
Um,
it out.
so he's dating a guy and gay capitalist. Um, but
Okay.
um, I guess the simplest way to put it, and the reason I put the economy before the social views is so like gay marriage, great topic, right? I'm cool with gay marriage. Gay marriage, I don't give a crap. Okay, like
Yeah.
not my business. But you can afford a gay wedding in an economy where you can't afford extracurriculars.
Oh, okay.
well, I
I
get
mean,
that.
hey, you're not the only one who thinks like this. So I just
Okay,
wanted to like.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm pro
the
life, but if I were to look at the leftist stance on abortion, you can't afford an abortion in an economy where you can't afford food.
right, right. I agree. Yeah, the economy is important, and for me, social issues is too. I don't know. Sometimes with social issues, I feel like it could be a life or death if you're a minority. So it's kind of important, but you need money and stuff to survive. And I grew up in an area that wasn't well funded, Gary, Indiana. So yeah, both are important, but yeah, it's kind of
Mhm.
what you
So
go.
we know you got to step out because you got other things to do. You got to save the world almost. You know what I mean? So tell everybody where they can reach you. Your social medias. And before you go, I always ask all our guests if you can deliver a message to that one person with a disability, or to that one little girl, who wants to be something in their life, but they don't know which way to go. What's some good advice you would give to a person that that's looking to go to a right direction or doesn't know what to do with their life right now?
I'll tell my kids. I'll tell you my what I say to my kids, my students. I tell, and I say this at the end of every podcast that I'm on. I think of every human being as a Rubik's cube, and when people are trying to rip your stickers off so that they can solve you faster, ignore it. Solve your own puzzle because it's a lot. You'll feel a lot better when you solve your own puzzle and you solve the Rubik's cube by yourself without ripping all the stickers off and placing them where they belong. Even though it takes a lot longer.
That's actually
Okay,
that'll work.
I
That'll
get that
work.
analogy.
That'll work.
Cool.
So, would you like to tell people where they can reach you or where they can contact you?
Yeah. You can find me at on Instagram at re02.20. You can find me on Facebook at Becca Engle, like just like my title, and you can find me also on Instagram at rebe like Rebby, and then neuro like neurodivergent poetic. That's
Oh
it.
yeah. All right. So we like to say thank you for coming on the show. You're actually like our third or fourth guest, so
Yeah,
like
thank
this
you,
is actually
thank
kind
you.
of fire, and it was actually kind of educational. When I learned some new things about you, learned got a whole new respect for you and everything. So if you want to come back on the show anytime you want to, just hit me up. and we can make it happen for you. Okay, if you have anything you want to share, anything
Promote her. Yeah.
from promotion, just let us know. We'll help you.
Oh, you
All right.
want to tell
Thank you
them
so much.
your book is on Amazon, right? You got products on Amazon. Do you want to promote it and tell
I mean,
people
I
your
can.
name of your
So
book?
yeah, Step Into My Shoes is coming out in October. It's about a child with a disability going through the school system. And then the other books are anthologies. So I have Until Your is like the basic of the title, and then there's another word following it. I have multiple publications in those. Uh, in each book, I have multiple publications. So it's Until Your Worth, Until Your Gratitude, Until Your Self Love, uh, and Until Your Best Life. And I have multiple publications in those four books.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Nice.
So everybody, make sure you go check her out on Amazon. She is like the Renaissance woman, man. She does a lot for everybody. Hey, and like I'm every time I hear about her accomplishments, I get more and more proud because of the fact that she's only 21 and she's doing all this. Like, there's a lot of people that's my age or Michael's age, and we still trying to figure out what we trying to do to.
Man, we're around the same age.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like he's 40, I'm 38. So whatever, we owe whatever. Cool. So, but I greatly appreciate you for coming on to the show. Like I said, if you want to come back on, just let us know.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right,
No
thank
problem.
you.
All right.
No
Bye.
problem. All right. Bye.
Bye.